Okay, so do you want to see what many consider one of the holiest cities in the world? That's right. You are here for the second of our third live series, the Every Challenge.
Yeah, so hello and welcome. This is Karen said, is our second video. On Friday, we were there for Every Buddhist. We went on a tour of Thailand. We had a great time doing that tour. It's not too late to check out that video, but stay with us for right now. But if you want to hop back later and check that video out, it's not too late to do those challenges either. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun learning about Thailand and about Buddhism. And yeah, we set some challenges for you all to get points and win prizes and just like have a lot of fun while you learn about other countries. And yeah, we want to take a look at some of the best stuff like posted under hashtag every challenge and hashtag every Buddhist. So let's see that.
Let me share the screen. Yeah, I'm on it.
So, and while we're doing that, we would love to hear from you in the comments below. Say hello, where you're from, how are you doing, just like everything.
Okay, so here we are with our first picture. Cindy shared this one. This is her learning a Thai Buddhist dance. Nobody posted any videos of the dancing, which I'm a little bit sad about, but you know, I understand. Too. I do understand. That's why it's worth 500 points. It was worth 500 points. So it's not too late to get 500 points. You'd be in the lead.
Why didn't you do it?
Yeah. Well, I've already done the course, so.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
Just a little bug bothering us here. This is actually prayer flags that my son made. It says, peace and love your enemies and make his face, the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you. So we were praying that over Buddhism. This is the other prayer flags that were sent to us. You know, just some scriptures here. And a prayer, this one was from Twitter, from the user at TNDYFRE. They just wrote down a prayer. Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he's anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. And that whole scripture from Luke over Thailand. So that was some of the engagement we got. I also know that there were some people that did share, but either their post was set to private or they forgot to use the hashtags. So just a reminder, you got to make it public so we can see it. Even if you keep all the rest of your posts private, which is probably a good idea. You got to make that one public, and you got to use those hashtags so we can get the points. But those were some of the things we had shared from the first time.
Oh, that's so cool, Andy.
Yeah.
I really, I'm glad that people engaged.
Yes. Yeah, it's so good. And obviously there's still room. Not too late to get the points either. So today's tour, we're going to be looking at every Hindu. And we're going to be going inside of one of Hindu's most holy cities. You'll have to stay on to find out what city.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I want to see the footage. I want to see what are the challenges. Like, yeah. So before we begin, we just want to remind you that we have dedicated a whole team just like so they can get in touch with you. If any of these videos, the culture, anything that we're like sharing with you today kind of like shares like something in you, yeah, you can connect with us via like comments or like send us like a private message or yeah, any like kind of like options you have. We'll get back to you in like within 24 hours, and don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, and that's right. Actually, why don't you even start reaching out right now and drop in the comments below where you're calling in from, because this whole series is about the world, you know, the world around us, and we love to find out where you guys are from. And yeah, we love cultures. That's part of what this show is all about too. And so we really want to hear where you're from, so we can yeah, just respond to that.
Yeah, so we want to remind you why we're doing these videos, and it's because we really believe that God loves cultures, and God loves like where you're from, where we're from, and he wants to like us to be a part of like what he's already doing on earth. So yeah, in because we're so excited and we start with like Southeast Asia. Yeah, we're exploring India now, like Andy said, and we're gonna explore like the Hindu or like religion a little bit. So the hashtag will be this time hashtag every Hindu.
Yeah.
And still we're gonna have like later like the hashtag every Muslim. So keep it with us until like we get to like all of it, and you will get all the prices and all the hashtags that you need to get to the prices.
All the hashtags.
All the hashtags.
Love it. Yeah. So again, why we focus at Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu is just because, yeah, we're all about unreached people, infant missions, people that have less access to the gospel because of the resources and the people around them. And whilst not all unreached people are Hindu, Muslim, or Buddhist, most of them are. I heard a statistic once, it was a while ago now, so I can't confirm it's 100% accuracy today, but I heard a statistic that said 86% of Muslims, Buddhists, and Hindus don't have a relationship with a Christian. And, you know, of course, we can sometimes hear the gospel outside of relationship. It does happen. You know, people get saved through radio or TV or a stranger, but most people get saved through a relationship, friendship, where they get the gospel shared, right? So that shows you why they're unreached.
Yeah, let's say hello to some of the people that are already here.
Yeah.
Love Strong, thank you.
She says, keep going. And she's sending prayers. We always appreciate prayers, you know?
Senthil, pastor from India. Yeah, that's amazing that you have a church and you're doing Sunday school for children and orphans. Keep on doing it. That's amazing.
He's from Tamil Nadu, and I've actually been to Tamil Nadu. Beautiful state down in southern India. And then Subrata, hi Subrata, is also from India. So we got two people from India on the call, and we're looking at Hindus. So
well, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people from India they're watching.
Yeah, awesome. Yes. Oh yeah, they named 5 names. Good spot. That's why I have Karen with me, because she can find things like the small details that I don't notice. So yeah, we're also hoping today's going to be fun, right? Like we are about unreached people and about all of that stuff. Well, all of that stuff. It's like what we do, okay? But we also like to have fun, and traveling around the world and exploring the world should be fun. So we're planning on having fun. You gonna have fun, Karen?
Yeah.
So let's have some fun together. So I want to start with a little question. Last time we asked what was the strangest food you'd had, and we had some answers.
Yes. Like
bat soup and
fermented
scorpion something, fermented butter, aged butter. Oh, someone wrote since the live video, someone wrote about they had the balut, which is the really old egg in Indonesia that comes out. No, it's not the old egg. That's something else. Balut is the egg that's been allowed to have the baby grow, the chick grow.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never had it.
But you know that not all eggs have like a baby inside?
Mm-hmm.
There's actually just the eggs from the chicken.
Yes, that's most of the ones we eat. But that's why this one's different. One time I was opening an egg somewhere overseas, and it was like that. And it wasn't supposed to be like that. But
yeah, going back to like traveling and other cultures.
My question. So my question today for you to answer in the comments below is, what is the most unique cross-cultural experience you've had? Like as you traveled, something that really was like, whoa, this is such a different experience from my own culture. You know, from your own culture, because remember, you know, we have a lot of, I'm from England, kind of from Mexico, and a lot of people on the chat from different places. So we all have different cultures. So I might have a really great cross-cultural experience in Mexico, for example. I've not actually been, but I want to go.
It's beautiful.
So what's your most unique cross-cultural experience, Karen?
I don't know. Can you share one of yours? And then maybe that'll help.
Sure. I think for me, one of the things that stands out straight away is just Pakistani weddings, like going to weddings in Pakistan. You know, because in English culture, same in American culture, our weddings last like 1 day.
And not even
a whole day. Yeah, that's English weddings are a bit longer than American weddings, but yeah, they can be fairly short. Whereas in in Pakistan, the wedding lasted for 3 days.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So we were a part of, I think, 1 or 2 days, I think we were part of. And yeah, it was just very different. You know, there was, for quite a while, there was separation of male and female. And when we went to weddings in Jordan, there was complete separation of male and female, but this was a more liberal people group in Pakistan. And there's lots of dancing.
That's amazing.
Oh, there was one experience where the little kids were dancing, and then you had to throw money at them, and then they would give the money to the groom. You threw money at the kid that was dancing the best or something. So that was a bit different as well.
Okay, in Thailand, same a wedding. People would come with like suits that were like had like money like attached to it, and then like they would like hug the newlyweds, and they would like the newlyweds would like take all the money from them, or like they would come with like, you know, those like big flowers that you put like in like funerals, or like to give somebody to like celebrate or something like that. They will fill out those with like a bunch of money.
Yeah, now I just remembered one from Jordan where there's a guy on the mic, and he tells everyone how much money you give.
Oh,
you have to come up and give money, and then they write it. Yeah, it could be embarrassing, but they write it down, and they're also going to repay that. So the motivation is, if I give money now, they're going to give more money at my wedding.
That's where?
Jordan. It's interesting that that there's a lot of wedding traditions around money. I never really thought about that.
Which is funny because marriage is God's institution.
Yes, absolutely. But weddings are definitely a great place to experience the variety of a culture.
Yeah,
for sure. Bevan shares about fast dancing and eating at a Central Asian wedding as well. Yeah, Central Asian fast dancing is something, man. I can't keep up with those guys.
Also watching goat being butchered for a Hindu festival in Nepal.
Oh yes, that reminds me kind of Ramadan. If you're ever, not Ramadan, Eid al-Adha. If you're ever over in a Muslim country for Eid al-Adha, everyone is sacrificing animals everywhere, and they had a square. They sometimes have a square in the town where this is the sacrifice square where everyone's doing it. So yes, that's definitely a different experience, especially for us.
Do you like watch it? Did you experience that?
Yeah, I didn't watch the square. I watched one at my friend's house. That's definitely an experience for many of us from Western nations, where we're often so sanitized from the fact that meat is animal because we just buy it packaged in the store. But it's real. So let's start to move on a bit here. Yeah, there's just so much depth and variety and beauty and culture. You know, we talked about weddings. Weddings are, of course, beautiful. So that's an amazing way to experience culture. And the things of your culture are also beautiful. We want to say that this morning, even as we focus on Muslims, Buddhists, and Hindus. You know, if you're calling in from Africa, Asia, Latin America, wherever, there's beauty in your culture, and our culture will provide those experiences to people from outside.
Yeah. But let's get back to why we're here. So let's have fun. And just to like remind you that every challenge that you do will get you points. And the more challenges that you do, the more points you get. And the biggest like chance you get to like just get prizes. So.
Yes, and I love prizes. Do you love prizes? Top prize is a scholarship to one of our online courses and one of these cool t-shirts. And also second and third place will get a cool t-shirt in their prize selection as well. So if you think these t-shirts are cool, do the challenges and you'll get one. Any more comments? Not at the moment. So
just remember to be like sharing it with your family, your friends, like just tell everybody about this. It's like really awesome to have the opportunity to like share with other people about like these like unreached groups of people, or just like learning more about like why do they do this, or like why do they believe this, and just getting to see a little glimpse of like these nations is like amazing. And everybody should have the chance to like see it. So go ahead and share it, comment on it, do it like a like, post it, repost it, everything that you want to do with it, please do it, because we want everybody to partner with God in what he's doing already here.
So why don't you share with the people what we're going to be watching today?
So we're going to be watching a video from in India, one of like the holiest cities that like they consider. So it's like one of the most important cities, I think, like in India, and we want you to see a little bit about it. And just I actually haven't like watched the footage, so it'll be like really cool for me to see it, because I want to go to India. But yeah, so Andy will have it ready for you guys, and later comment and tell us what you think of it.
Welcome to incredible India. Welcome to the city of Varanasi, which is considered by Hindus to be the most holy city in the nation. It is home to more than 2 million people, though during festival.
Oh, sorry guys, I accidentally stopped the share. Let's start over. Do you want to talk more about India for a second for me?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to India, but I honestly, the thing that like I saw once like in a video was that they do this like festival with like paint, and everybody in the town is like covered in paint and like colors, and it's like looks like so much fun.
Okay, we're ready again.
We
now.
really want to do that. Great. Well,
Welcome to incredible India. Welcome to the city of Varanasi, which is considered by Hindus to be the most holy city in the nation. It is home to more than 2 million people, though during festivals, worshippers flood into the city from across the nation to be involved in religious practices and pilgrimages to the multitude of temples that are dotted along the river and found in narrow alleyways. Situated on the banks of the Ganges River, Varanasi is a large religious hub, which includes historic sites that are not only important to Hindus, but to Muslims and Buddhists as well. The old city is laid out next to the river with stone stairs called ghats, which lead down to the water. The entire city is built up on just one bank of the river, so Hindus can look towards the rising sun and perform rituals and worship each morning. Hindus come to the city of Varanasi looking for God, looking for answers to prayer in all of the religious activity. That is why we are here in the city. We live as light for Jesus in a place of deep spiritual searching, so that we can lead hungry people into a relationship with Jesus Christ. When Hindu people come to the city longing for spirituality, we want them to have the opportunity to meet with God face to face through their interactions with us. Along the Ganges River, each set of stairs or ghats is named and has a historic and religious significance. Many Hindu rituals and acts of worship are performed along the riverside and the water. Hindus believe that the river is so holy that anyone who dies and their ashes are put into the river in Varanasi will receive moksha, which means freedom from the cycle of reincarnation. The ghats are also a natural place where people can hang out, feel the breeze, go for a boat ride, play cricket, and drink a cup of chai. Varanasi is a sprawling city with tons to do. The markets are filled with colorful silk dresses called saris, and vendors selling everything from handicrafts and vegetables to modern electronics. A wide variety of unique street food is also available, and of course, you will see chai stalls everywhere. The people are extremely friendly, so you are likely to get invited to someone's home for a tasty meal after they serve you that chai. But Varanasi is more than history, markets, and temples. It is also very modern. It's home to Banaras Hindu University, one of the largest universities in South Asia. The city has more than its fair share of coffee shops where you will find students and young people hanging out and conversing in English. You also have fast food, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Pizza Hut. They're all here. And to top it all off, we have really cheap, high-speed internet. The city balances its modern life with its traditional heritage and religious roots. Though there are many temples to Hindu gods and goddesses, the most notable is called Kashi Vishwanath Temple, which is commonly known as the Golden Temple because its rooftop is plated with solid gold. It is a temple to Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction. Shiva is thought to be the controlling god of this city, and many Hindus fear him. greatest spiritual need in the city of Varanasi is for the eyes of the people to be open to see Jesus and the one true God. God who loves them and doesn't want them to live in fear or empty religious rituals. Many Hindus feel they have to earn favor with God through rituals and sacrifices, but they don't know a God who sacrificed himself so that they could be saved. In addition to the spiritual needs, there are deep physical needs as well. Many residents in Varanasi live in poverty without access to clean water, sanitation, good health care, or affordable education. Please pray for the city of Varanasi and its people. Pray that both their spiritual and physical needs will be met. Pray that God would send more of his servants to this city to be lights in a dark place and to share the love of Jesus with those who have never had the opportunity to hear the gospel message. Pray that the light of Jesus would shine on this place.
Wow.
Wow. What incredible footage that was. So awesome to see
Wow.
inside of what is it's I don't know if you guys know, it's kind of a privilege to see that kind of footage of Varanasi. It's not, it's such a unique city, such a holy city, the most holy city to Hindus, and actually also too, it's where Buddha preached his first sermon. At least that's what they say. It's a long time ago. So yeah, very holy city, and it was incredibly great footage. And how did you feel? You've never been to India.
I've never been to India. That was like really good. I mean, I've seen some like videos of it, but
Sure.
I like never really saw like more of like like the city. So it was actually like really, really, really incredible to be able to watch that.
Yeah, it kind of felt like it was putting you right there amongst some of the rituals and practices. I have only been to India once, but a part of that was very near to Varanasi, in the state of Bihar. And yeah, it's just such an unreached region as well. I mean, India as a whole has over 1,000 unreached people groups. And so just so much need in India. And then they always said that Bihar was the most unreached state in India. And that's right next to where Varanasi is. So yeah.
And sorry, Andy, but just to like remind you, like the unreached groups of people are basically like people that don't have like access to a Bible, or they're not like many believers around them. So if they don't have like that easy access that maybe like us, like here in the West, we do.
Right, sure. And then in India, it's a real big thing is that there are so many different languages and people groups. 1,200 or 1,100 or something in India, and so there are a lot of Christians in some places in India. Our brother is on who was on the chat earlier from Tamil Nadu, and that's one of the more Christian states in India. It's still not like a super high percentage, but it's not unusual to find Christians. But there's still many people groups there, and many of them don't have a church service, or maybe not the Bible, I don't know, in their language. And so, the time I spent there in India was just incredible. It's such a beautiful culture. I have spent quite a bit of time in other parts of what we call South Asia. So that's India and the countries around. And I just love it there. So let's have a look at the comments section. Love Strong is telling us now she's interceding now from India. So that's amazing. I also see Pravin Raj joining us from India. So how amazing that we have almost all the comments today actually have been from people joining in from India, and we're looking at India. And so just encourage you to pray for the Hindus, and the people around you, and, actively reach out to them too. Jeff says that he's praying for this beautiful people.
Like he loves their clothes because they're so bright and look really comfy.
That is very true. Have you ever worn any Indian clothes?
No, I don't think so. But they do look really bright and comfy.
Well, Pakistani clothes, but it's very similar to what the men, certainly the Muslim men wear in India. And they are very comfy. They're like kind of like pajamas. It's like walking around in a pair of pajamas, which is
that's nice. I would like that.
That's it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So if you like this video, please comment, share, click, and like. But maybe we can go to the promise challenges that we like
Yeah.
were talking about and potential prizes.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, so we can
What do our prizes include?
a scholarship of $75 and t-shirts and books.
Yeah.
Books.
And just to explain a little bit, the scholarship is worth $75. It means you get the course. Oh, it's worth 50. The whole prize package is worth $75. It means you get the course completely free, so you wouldn't have to pay anything for our online Next Steps course.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing course. I was involved in making it. We love it so much. So let's look at our specific challenges today. Our first challenge is worth 200 points. It's easy, might cost you a little money, but also is very tasty and delicious. So the challenge is to go to an Indian restaurant and eat some Indian food. If you're in India, like many of you are, that's pretty easy, right? You can just go to any restaurant.
Or in your house.
Yes, yeah. And for many of the rest of us, it's not quite as easy, but most Indian food, I think, is between India and Chinese as to which is the most global, because it's literally everywhere. So yeah, let's go and enjoy some Indian food. Maybe take a friend along. Make sure you snap a picture, put it online with the hashtag every challenge, every Hindu.
Are you gonna do that, Andy?
Definitely
Are you gonna go and eat
that.
some Indian food?
You don't need to challenge me to eat Indian food.
Okay.
It's literally my most favorite food. Actually, just a fact that shows you how big and popular Indian food is. In England, Indian food is the #1 takeout food, even beating fish and chips. So that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty, yeah.
What's challenge number 2, Karen?
Yeah, so our second challenge is worth 300 points, and it's to learn a new Indian recipe at home and cook it yourself. So because, Andy said that it's delicious, he wants you to keep on eating more Indian food.
Eat it every day.
make sure to go to ywamfm.org/every and hashtag every Hindu and every challenge. Do all of that so we can see your posts, we can see that you're doing the challenges, and we can keep track of how many points you have. So there's a description in the video. You can go to that link and or just
and if you sign up, they'll actually send you some recipes as well. So for those of us that aren't Indian, that would be something new. I guess if you're in India, cook something that you don't normally cook. That's a local cuisine, or maybe even, here's an idea, but that's more with the spirit of the challenge. Maybe even from one of the different regions of India or different people groups of India, try a recipe that's not native to your region or people group. That would kind of be in the same spirit. So our third challenge is worth 100 points. 100 points.
Phones? I'm like, okay.
100 phones, no. 100 points. Did you know that India is actually home to the largest movie industry in the world? Did you know that, Karen?
No, I had no idea.
So it's called Bollywood. And so our challenge is it's almost 50% larger than Hollywood. So it's quite a bit bigger. So our challenge today for 100 points is to watch a Bollywood movie. So you can find them. If you sign up at the ymfm.org/every, you will receive a couple of options, links to them, but you can definitely find them on Netflix, probably on YouTube, on everything. At least one. Make sure you take a photo, a little selfie of you watching the movie with those hashtags, and we'll award you those points.
Yeah, and our fourth and final challenge, it's a simple one, is worth 100 points, and it is for you to take our Hindu learning challenge. So you'll find the link, like I said, at the ywamfm.org/every, and it's always good to learn, especially about other cultures and beliefs and systems and all of that. So we want to encourage you to pray for the Hindu world today. Prayer is the most important one. It should be worth 1,000 points because we really believe that there's power in all of us praying for our brothers and sisters in Christ and the ones that haven't come yet. So take time to pray today. Maybe write a little note and remember to pray for India every day and for the Hindu community
Yeah. Yeah, again, that's one of the main reasons we're doing this, right? Is to encourage you to pray and engage in those parts of the world. And so, yeah, maybe there's points or maybe there's not points for prayer. Last time we did give some points if you posted it, but really that's the heart of the matter. And you want to, encourage you to do that. Again, there's a secret way to get points. If you share this video, we'll give you 50 bonus points. You only know that if you're watching this video. So go ahead and click that share button, get this video out. Obviously, click the like button as well. And I just want to share a little quick story from India, which you can find more about on our ymfm website, ymfm.org website, or you can find actually video on Facebook. And it's the story of the Banjara people in India, where we had a ministry of YWAM that makes media footage in local languages, reaching out and producing some content. And this people group was completely unreached. And they gave this content to the people, and they started using it by basically going into villages and showing it, and then starting house churches as their kind of strategy. Again, you can find more details in the video because I'm not doing the full job of telling the story. And they can maintain contact for a while. And I don't remember the exact number, but there was a couple thousand believers amongst that people group as a result of this video. And then they lost contact. And one day, the guy who made the video found it online, and there was a lot of views. He reached out and said, "Oh, I actually made this video. Are you guys still using it?" They said they're using the same strategy. They go to villages, they show the video, and then they try to start house churches. And he said, "But we're not just thousands of believers anymore. We're millions." I don't remember the exact number of millions. And that's an incredible story of what God is doing in India. There are many movements in India, many amongst the Hindu populations and also amongst the Muslim populations as well. And so, yeah, pray for those kind of movements amongst India, because it's 1 billion people. We need millions and tens of millions of people to come into the kingdom to see India reached. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's such an incredible story, Andy. Thank you for sharing that. I love hearing how people's boldness and obedience to God just alongside with their creativity reach people for Jesus.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, and I love that it hinges on the local people. Yes, there was people from outside making the content and helping, and I think that's so true. Remember, that's a part of our heart here in this video series and in ymfm.org to just maintain that thing. Just the reality that more and more missionaries are not Western. They're not, people like me from England or from America. They're more like people from Karen, from Mexico or from India or from Latin America. And we love to see that. Want to encourage you. And even if we go as non-Westerners, the local people are always going to be the people that spread the message the fastest and do the most effective work. So we're often about empowering those local people. So yeah, it's really great to see you today, everyone, for joining in. We see, Love Strong said that she's from the Philippines. We see people, Bevan saying, "Let your kingdom come," in Varanassi. Amen. That's the whole point of what we're doing. Someone's praying for a base director from India that they know. Tammy is praying for India from Taiwan. So I love that so many of you mentioned in prayer. Let's keep it happening. Let's do it.
But we're really looking forward to see you again on Wednesday at the same time here. So remember that our team is ready to talk with you. Drop a comment below, send a text, send us a message. If you haven't yet, sign up for the Every Challenge. At ymfm.org/every, and it's found in the video description over there. And get all the updates, get the challenges, and we really want to see you again.
And make sure you make those posts using hashtag every challenge, hashtag every Hindu, so we can give you points and you can win prizes. And we'll see you on Wednesday for our Every Muslim Talk. Find out where we're going on Wednesday.
Bye. Guys.